And is what we had for about 5 minutes as we tracked this storm away from Muncie. Tornado warning running until 8 o'clock for southeastern Delaware County, northeastern Henry County, southwestern Randolph County, once again until 8 o'clock tonight. This is moving towards Lassantville, Modoc, and Moreland. This would be moving through the area right around now. So as we track this away from Muncie, once again, the rain and the worst of this particular cell is through your areas, moving down to the southeast pretty quickly, 30 to 40 miles per hour. Dalton, Franklin, within the next 5 to 12 minutes. Economy, you will most likely deal with the heavy rain, not necessarily where we have that weak rotation, and then over towards Hagerstown in 23 minutes. But I do have a feeling that this will show signs of more weakening as we head towards 8 and 8:30, and especially by 9 o'clock as we take you towards the sunset time frame. Give you a wide perspective here, back through Kokomo, some heavy rain, no lightning. The lightning strikes confined up around Chicago, so once again, this is a unique situation that you don't see all the time. And the good news is, if there is, and you can't say, well, just because this is most likely a weak tornado, just don't worry about it. You know, 60, 70, 75 mile per hour winds can do damage, knock down power lines and tree limbs, and you bring that down onto your house and you're talking about some problems. So heading away from Muncie as we track this storm down towards Wayne County as we head towards 7:45 and 8 o'clock, we will be seeing some heavy rain and the possibility of some of that weak rotation. Right now, we don't have any reports of a tornado on the ground. I have a feeling the fact that we did have that brief touchdown in Muncie, and with all the people that would be out watching this storm, with it still being daylight, we would know right now if there was a tornado on the ground. Dalton, Franklin, Modoc, within the next 5 to 10 minutes, that possible rotation would be headed at you. And the rotation is just not nearly as impressive or evident as what we had when it was in the Muncie area. So it continues to show some signs of weakening, which is some very good news. I want to go to a different radar and just show you the evolution of the last 30 to 45 minutes of how this storm has sort of come together. There in Muncie right now, as we went back to around 7 o'clock, you can see that little notch there where there was that hook, and before the rain moved in, that's when we had some of the stronger rotation showing up on the radar. But certainly right now, it is moving to the southeast and much, much weaker as we take you south of Muncie and show you where we have that tornado warning that would be heading into Randolph County. Once again, tornado warning until 8 o'clock. That would be for Randolph County. Tornado warning remains in effect for northeastern Henry, southwestern Randolph until 8 o'clock. Law enforcement reported a tornado. This tornado was located 9 miles north of Hagerstown, or 15 miles southeast of Muncie, moving southeast now at 45 miles per hour, so it's picking up speed. The tornado will affect mainly rural areas of northeastern Henry and southwestern Randolph counties. That is the latest that actually just came in this second off the wire. Tornado warning remains in effect for northeastern Henry and southwestern Randolph counties until 8 o'clock tonight. 7:18, local law enforcement reported a tornado located 9 miles north of Hagerstown, or 15 miles southeast of Muncie, moving southeast at 45 miles per hour. So what we are seeing, tornado, brief touchdown in Muncie. This cell lifts back up. No tornado on the ground, possible funnel cloud around the Cowan, Yorktown area. And now, headed towards Hagerstown, we do have law enforcement reporting another tornado back down on the ground, even though when we look at the anatomy of this setup, we do not see strong rotation. Now, this is one of those events where if you're not here and ready to go, it can catch you off guard, because you're looking at a setup where you have a storm that does not have any lightning with it whatsoever, just some heavy rain, but some low-level circulation caused by the daytime heating and a low pressure moving through. Dalton, Franklin, you could be dealing with the possibility of that tornado headed towards you as we head towards Greens Fork, 22 minutes. As we continue over towards Williamsburg in 21 minutes, there is the possibility of this tornadic cell moving into your backyard. So we're going to track this again and bring you down towards Hagerstown, moving to the southeast, 45 miles per hour as this storm continues to boogie Franklin, Economy, Hagerstown, and some locations that would be in Wayne County. And if you're in Pennville, if you're in Heiser, if you're in Pinhook, if you're in Centerville, you might as well go on and act like there's a tornado warning that's in effect for you, because That tornado has come back down as law enforcement reported another tornado touchdown. You might as well play it safe because this thing is moving at you and it's moving very fast. It's picking up the speed. It was moving around 30 miles per hour, then 40, now 45. And even though you look at this, and this does not look that scary on the radar, you have a little bit of orange and red, that doesn't mean this is not a serious situation, as this storm will be heading through mainly some farmland areas right now, but eventually possibly down towards Hagerstown as we get closer to Wayne County. There could be this tornadic cell tracking down towards you. Once again, another storm track on this, as we'll show you some of these locations that would pop up here as we head towards Pennville and Pinhook, Franklin, and some more of these spots as we talk about this. Over Hoover Mill in 20 minutes, West Grove in 25 minutes. Let me show you X-Vision radar. If you were watching us tonight at 6 o'clock, I was showcasing the showers, and that's all we've had. Rain showers moving into north-central Indiana and moving fast right through Muncie. And once again, the cell that we are concerned about is the one that moved through Muncie, headed towards Wayne County. And as we check out this 3-hour loop, right there, tornado, as of 7:22 or 7:18, law enforcement reporting another brief touchdown, and we'll have to continue to watch this as it moves towards Wayne County. But I don't think this is going to be one of those long-track tornadoes that continues on the ground for the next hour or two. This is certainly not a setup like we had yesterday evening, but we saw what happened in Carroll County where we had an EF0 tornado with winds of 70 to 80 miles per hour. We had damage there. We had damage in White County. So EF0, EF1 tornadoes can produce all sorts of problems, and that would most likely be the type of situation we would be dealing with tonight as this cell brings this tornado warning heading away from Muncie. Muncie, you are now in the all clear. Harper City, you are in the all clear as the worst of this is dropped south of you as we take you down towards Hagerstown, Economy, Franklin, Lasantville, Moreland, Millville. This storm will be tracking through your area. Once again, this is live Doppler 13 radar. I will go on and tell you this. There's not one other station in town that has a true live radar. And when a storm's moving at 45 miles per hour, this is where you're going to want to be watching, because you're going to check out other radars that are actually delayed by 5-10 minutes, and that means a world of difference when you're showing a storm that is delayed. Franklin, Economy, Hagerstown, as this new sweep comes in, picking up this information, still dropping down to the southeast. Let's see, we've got Dave Tusek on the phone from the National Weather Service. Let's go on and listen to Dave and see what he has to say. Dave, what's going on tonight?
Well, we have apparently a few storms that decided to keep on rotating out there tonight relative to last night. We did have the report from Muncie Police of a brief touchdown on the southwest side of Muncie, knocked down a few power poles. Apparently from their latest report, it sounded like that tornado has lifted again, so I'm not sure whether we've got anything on the ground at this point in time. But the threat area at this moment would be kind of at the intersection of the counties, the southwest corner of Randolph, northeast parts of Henry, and the northwest parts of the adjacent county. The name of the county escapes me at the moment, but that's the possible area. That would be Wayne County. If there's anything going on, that would be the location at this point in time.
And Dave, what's interesting is we have not detected one lightning strike with this cell.
I'm not necessarily surprised at that. Not necessarily do you need to have lightning to have a tornado form, so it's just a day that
Therefore,
is going here. In fact, it looks like just back up, but Wisconsin is the only location I'm seeing that has anything in the way of lightning in any of the storms.
Yeah, certainly some low-level circulation. I was talking about this would most likely be a weaker tornado, you would think, as you look at this cell and talk about the insides, and the rotation doesn't look that large. It doesn't jump out like what we had last night, certainly. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. The rotations were really pretty insignificant, so it was a little bit surprising. Then we heard the report from state police that there was a report of a touchdown on the southwest side of Muncie. But closer look at it, looks like perhaps, yes, there was some weak rotation present, but boy, yeah, relative to last night, a lot different.
Well, and Dave, I'll tell you this, typically, you know, we're in between shifts as we go from the 6 o'clock news to the 11 o'clock news, and I was sitting here watching this.